Now that we've had the 3rd anniversary of Fukushima, I want to bring to your attention something that I've been observing for the past couple weeks, and this is a quarrel between YouTube channels. So here we go now for the YouTube drama. The channel which has maybe slightly more viewers is kevindblanch, and I've never really spoken to him. I don't know. He may not communicate with you unless you write to him consecutively for like 10 times, and I haven't done that. I've written to him sporadically, maybe once or twice a year, and our communication's been very brief, and he may not even remember who I am. I don't see why he should. And that's part of the problem. The other side of this quarrel is a channel called Connecting the Dots, and I don't think I've even written to them maybe more than once, but I've been watching their channel, because I'm basically the YouTube watcher. Everybody can figure that one out. Now, the quarrel goes like this. Connecting the Dots, I think it's Connecting the Dots 3 or something like that. But anyhow, they're both focused on Fukushima. So he wrote on the kevindblanch videos and was, opening a discussion. And apparently, kevindblanch wrote something back that was crude and nasty, with expletives and, I don't know the exact communication. But Connecting the Dots channel have made at least one video about it that I've seen. So, I was researching their different styles of what just happened? A dog came to the door. Do I remember what I was talking about? So the conversation between them was explained or described in the Connecting the Dots video. I'm not going to take any side here. I basically think that it's going to be seen as childish behavior that's going on between these activists. But I do want to say, well, I'll give you the facts. Connecting the Dots is a Canadian citizen, and kevindblanch is a U.S. citizen. He grew up, I think, somewhere in the state of Utah. My take on kevindblanch is like this. He's very obsessive. He's very fanatical. I believe, in the same way that he does, that Fukushima is a terrible problem. But I have one major discrepancy with kevindblanch, is he's a very negative thinker. He keeps drilling into his viewers the fact that we're all going to get cancer like he did. And that's not necessarily true. And in addition, he keeps spouting off about the benefits of chemo, how difficult it is, and how he wears this badge of honor to do that. Well, you know what? I wouldn't be talking about that. I wouldn't be saying that chemo is such a great thing. All I've ever did is say that chemo is a horrible scam of a treatment that is only making the doctors and the hospitals rich. And I would encourage everybody to refuse chemo, and also advise any of your friends or loved ones not to take chemo. So unfortunately, I mean, I don't know whether Kevin Blanch went through chemo. He says he did, but he really sounds like a shill for the medical industry. You know, sorry to say that, but he really sounds like a shill. He is like the poster boy for chemotherapy. On one hand, he's giving you this truth that Fukushima and the nuclear industry really suck and they're evil. You know, he spells it out real clearly. But he wraps it together in, on the other hand, with the fact that chemotherapy is so great. You know, these two things are contradictory. Alright? Now, you know, I had to say that because I am adamantly against chemotherapy. I've had people in my life that have been close to me that I've known for years, and they're dead now because they took that shit. Now, if Kevin Blanch went through that and survived, I don't know. I don't know. And if I just accept, you know, on the face of it that he did, you know, then he's a fluke of nature. Only 1 out of 100 people or so can survive that. It's just like thinking about Bill Burroughs, who wrote Naked Lunch and all that stuff. He was like a pre-beatnik figure. Bill Burroughs was for decades a huge heroin addict, and even till his dying day, when he was about 90. But then you say, well, how did he reach 90? Most heroin addicts destroy themselves within a few years. They don't make it that long. So there's another fluke of nature, putting a chemical into your body and being able to survive it. What do I have to say about connecting the dots? I don't know. I don't have as much familiarity with his angle on Fukushima. Sometimes I get confused between him and a few other of the characters, such as Patrick Penry. I don't know who the hell they are. I've never seen them, and their voice sounds the same. You know, they have these indistinct voices. So, you know, I don't like that. I'll be honest with you right now that connecting the dots should show his face. Patrick Penry should show his face. You know, what are you hiding? You're going after the beast. You all just make it a full deal, just like I do. You think I don't go after the beasts that are there in the world? I'm going after more beasts. You know, in the first week of Fukushima, I went after the beast. You can see it. You want to bother, you know, just look at my videos. They were there. I know what I was talking about. I haven't changed it since then. But I showed me. I wasn't like, oh no, listen to my voice. I don't know, I want anyone to know it's me. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. If you have to take a side or want to make a comment, go ahead. Post here. Make sure you subscribe.